Good afternoon and welcome to the 213th commencement of Tarleton State University. I can officially declare you as the most enthusiastic of the crowds that we've had for these 5 ceremonies. Congratulations. This is a magnificent day for the university as these graduates join the rank of distinguished Tarleton alumni during this, our centennial year, as a member of the Texas A&M University system. To begin the ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by senior music major Devin Harper, and she'll be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for the Division of Student Life. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. And I ask all who are able to please stand and remain standing for the posting of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Ready? Set. Out. Ready, then. Arms. Order, arms. Out, down, right. Forward, arms. Center, right. Forward, arms.
Please bow your heads. On this commencement day, while we have traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and for all they will accomplish. As we reflect on all that is past and all that is yet to come, We are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Families that encouraged education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and helped make a lifetime of memories. We ask that these graduates reflect on the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions for our time, to set a standard of excellence and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Amen.
Please be seated. Graduates, this is a glorious day as we celebrate your achievements. You've worked hard and sacrificed a lot to get to this day. And I know many of you dreamed and planned for this day, as have your many family and friends that are with you today. Most of you have been part of the Tarleton family for 4 years, some of you a few more, and some of you a few less. And a lot has happened while you have been working on your Tarleton degree. Amazon's Alexa spoke up, Taylor Swift grew up, and emojis, they just kind of showed up everywhere, didn't they? Fads like Pokemon Go, water bottle flipping, and the mannequin challenge, they came and they went during your time here. You saw some pretty amazing things as well. A NASA spacecraft that went to Jupiter, a solar eclipse, and probably the most amazing of all is that the Houston Astros and the Chicago Cubs during your time won the World Series. Things have changed around the campus as well. New residence halls, new majors, new teaching facilities, a new campus on its way to Fort Worth, and a new engineering building coming here to Stephenville. Today you can take a picture with John Tarleton on the restored Alumni Island, and you can stop, thank, and give a few pennies for good luck to General Earl Rudder, Tarleton alumnus, war hero, and eventually the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University system. There are always Aggies in the audience. You guys are ubiquitous. Having these two statues on campus spark new traditions, and it reminds us of our rich, rich history. For example, this year, as we mentioned, marks the 100 years as a founding member of the Texas A&M University system. And importantly, you are the last graduating class during the last commencement ceremony where we are celebrating that centennial year as a member of the system. You're taking with you some very important parts of your Tarleton experience. One of those is the core values of this university: tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. I've seen those core values in action by members of this class. Enrique Martinez, he's earned his degree in psychological sciences from our Fort Worth campus. He's one of 11 siblings. Enrique lost his sight at 13 due to a disease. Today, he's married with 3 children and is a member of Alpha Chi Honor Society, a national academic honoree. And last summer, he completed a study abroad trip to India. And then next up for Enrique is the pursuit of his master's degree in counseling. Congratulations, Enrique. We're very proud of you. Marcus Armstrong is the first in his family to earn a degree. He grew up in very difficult circumstances, but his mother kept him off the streets and pushed him to seek something greater. His first at college lasted 1 year, but he learned some important lessons about failure during that year. Marcus and 2 friends survived a serious car accident, but one did not, and that focused his attention on doing something worthwhile. At Tarleton Midlothian, Marcus found a home, and at age 29, he was then surprised with a diagnosis of congestive heart failure. And he reports, quoting Marcus, "With proper medication, lots of prayer, and a little luck, I'm on the long road to recovery." Well, I can tell you this, the Midlothian team and all of us across the university are very proud that Marcus is receiving his business degree today. Congratulations to you, Marcus. But I celebrate all of today's graduates. I applaud your persistence, your hard work, and certainly your determination to reach this important milestone in your life. As educated men and women, as Tarleton graduates, know this: much is expected of you. And so go out and make a difference in the lives of others. Be a leader in your chosen profession. Improve the quality of life in all of your communities. And live Tarleton's core values. I can promise you this: they will be a compass in a changing and what will certainly be a challenging world for you. And so now, as I think is fitting at any commencement, I offer you just a few final words of advice. Sometimes take the scenic route, because getting there can be half the fun, and you should have fun. Lead with courage. And as Marcus learned, failure is a part of future success. So if you fall down 5 times, get back up 6 times. Use your voice more and your thumbs less. You get that? Okay. Use your voice more and your thumbs less. Wear purple. And finally, always be proud to be a Tarleton Texan, because know this: we are very, very proud of you. Graduates, this is a day and this is a season to show gratitude, starting with the families and the friends who helped you get to this joyous day. Many of those people are here in the audience with you. Some of them are louder than others. But families and friends, you should know this, that this day belongs to you as well as to your graduates who are here to celebrate their great achievements. And so, graduates, in a moment I'm going to ask your family and friends to stand. And when they do, I want you to be as loud as she is and give them a great shout out and a great thank you for their part in bringing you to this day. Please, family and friends, please stand. Graduates, thank your family and friends. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are just about out of control, I'll tell you what. At this time, I would like to recognize members of the platform group. Would they please stand when introduced, and would you please hold your applause until all are standing? Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Rick Richardson, Interim Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Life. Dr. Phil Sudman, representing the Vice President for Enrollment Management. Ms. Janice Horak, Assistant Vice President for Development. Dr. Jordan Barkley, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Steve Steed, Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. David Druckhammer, Associate Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dr. Credence Baker, Assistant Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. David Weisenberger, Interim Dean, College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Dean Kelly Styron, Dean, College of Liberal and Fine Arts. Dr. Arthur Lowe, Associate Dean, College of Science and Technology. Dr. Keith Emmerich, Faculty Senate President. Ms. Amanda Aramamdi, Staff Council Representative, and Ms. Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Please join me in thanking these outstanding Tarleton leaders. As was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honors. But some graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are veterans who we recognize today for their service to our nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, happiness, and our education. And so I would like to ask all veterans and active reserve duty personnel in the class and in the audience, if you would please stand and allow us to say thank you for your service to this country. Thank you.
Well, graduates, this is your day. It is you we are here to celebrate. For this reason, a member of the graduating class has been invited to address the commencement audience. Today's speaker is Jessica Alexander, who has earned a Bachelor's of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies from the College of Education. She has been named the Outstanding Graduate in the Teacher Preparation Program. Jessica transferred to Tarleton from Tarrant County College in Fort Worth. She completed her degree program at Tarleton's Fort Worth campus with a concentration on teaching special education students. Jessica was president of Tarleton's Professional Educators, an organization that helps develop aspiring teachers. Jessica was selected for Alpha Chi Honor Society and Kappa Delta Pi International Education Honor Society. Like many of you in this class, Jessica is a first-generation college student. She will begin teaching in the spring. She plans to pursue a graduate degree, as she wrote, quote, "after I earn some money and catch up on my sleep," end quote. Many in this graduating class are looking forward to the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jessica Alexander.
Well, first I want to say hi to my grandma. I know she's watching on one of the cameras. I don't know which one. Hi. Okay, and definitely shout out to one of the outreach campuses. My favorite is Fort Worth, but all the outreaches are some of the best campuses I know. I want to thank Dr. DeTavio, Provost Mary, stage party, distinguished guests, and everyone in the audience. Parents, families, significant others, best friends, professors, and fellow classmates, thank you for the pep talks, keeping it real talks, food, caffeine, all-nighters, more caffeine, pens, jokes, laughters, tears, love, and encouragement. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. There's more to thank you all for, but I will say thank you for everything, and more. There's no thanks that will be enough to show my love and appreciation for those around me, the time spent at school, or the professors that listened to my rants right when they needed to start the webinar. But for myself and the graduates that I will share the stage with, thank you. As a student in the School of Instruction and Curriculum, I learned some of the most valuable lessons from my professors, mentors, and fellow students, but especially from applying my lessons in the workplace. For instance, your plan, no matter how great, will never quite work out the way it should. Also, you never realize how much you can embarrass yourself until you're trying to be professional. I have learned a lot through clinical teaching and working with children, and my students have taught me some of the best lessons. For example, the time I spent in preschool program for children with disabilities classroom, which has 3- and 4-year-olds. To tell you the truth, I have learned nothing strengthens your reflexes like chasing a 3-year-old who decides climbing furniture is their new hobby, a 4-year-old who wanders through any open door, or a biter. I will remember the first bite I have endured from a student forever. I will also remember the time when I saw disappointment on the face of a 4-year-old student based on my spelling. She couldn't write, didn't know all the letters of the alphabet, but you bet she knew what her name was supposed to look like. And after I didn't add the crucial letter at the end of her name, she slowly slid her piece of paper towards me and just looked back at the paper to me a few times, and back and forth, until I guessed the problem. Of course, all the other students at the table knew how to spell her name and proceeded to correct me. They finished their lecture by asking me if I was a really good teacher. And I dejectedly responded, almost. I'm still learning. I'm getting there. One of the most important lessons I've learned was that a cute face does not always equate cute behavior. For example, just because I made my student cry the prettiest tears you ever did see does not mean that eating food off the floor is negotiable. It's not acceptable behavior after 5 seconds. From my work with fourth graders, I've witnessed growth from here's a Band-Aid every time they have a boo-boo to rub some dirt in it and go play. I have had many conversations with my mentor teachers, starting with, I really thought that student hated me, but then they gave me a hug. Should I be worried? With a reply, that's just what they do. My favorite, should I have said that moments, was when a student was telling me another student at his table was racist, and after further investigation found out that she just didn't want to work with him because he was a boy. I immediately said, sweetheart, that's not racism, that's closer to sexism, it's fine. And his response was a shocked look, a gasp, and a whispered, but I can't even say that word. Maybe I should have found something else to say. And life is filled with those moments, especially my life. Since then, I always take a pause, every time a student says something remotely difficult or shocking, because the words we say matter, and each student needs something different. I have also seen students struggle with things no one else can imagine. Even more, I've learned about endurance when you feel less than, whether because of a disability or age or any type of supposed weakness. I had a student with dyslexia who wants to be better than everyone, and when his disability affects his work, he is crushed and shuts down. The lesson I was able to teach him, thanks to my education at Tarleton, was to use his strengths to fortify his weaknesses, to use what he's good at to lift himself up, to never stop. So never stop learning. Go out. Do. Learn some more. Fail. Fail because nothing teaches you better than learning from your mistakes. Get back up. Succeed. Sleep. Work hard and play often because you need to do both for balance, and that makes for a good life. Accomplish. Accomplish things both big and small because that will prepare you for the next step in life. Advocate. Advocate for yourself as well as others. Lead, but never forget how to follow. Most of all, remember to never stop striving. As Arthur Ashe said, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. You can make a positive change, no matter how small, if you use what you have. And after today, we will have a bachelor's degree. So thank you to all the professors who have prepared us to the best of their ability. As Will Rogers said, even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Our school, professors, and countless assignments due at 11:59 p.m. have put us on the right path. But it is now time for us to walk. Now it is time to use what we have. Nothing makes me feel more confident than graduating next to my fellow classmates and David, knowing all our efforts have done honor to Tarleton State University in this centennial celebration year. December graduates of 2017, get ready to walk the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, for your remarks. You have represented your graduating class very well. At the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define Tarleton's excellence. The faculty have been partners with these graduates as teachers and mentors, challenging and supporting these students as they have worked toward this day. Additionally, from the Texan tour leaders who gave you this first glimpse of this campus, to the grounds crew that keep it so beautiful, and the team that's prepared these 5 commencement ceremonies, hundreds of Tarleton staff members have worked to make this your home away from home. Like your family and friends, our faculty and staff take great pride in your graduation. Will the representatives of the faculty and staff please stand so that we may recognize you? And now we're to the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium first Dean Barkley, then Dean Steed, to present and recommend the candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
So will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Education please rise? Graduates, today marks what will surely be one of the most memorable days of your lives. It is my hope that you have used your time at Tarleton in the College of Education to build lasting friendships, to find a mentor or touchstone, and to develop the skills you will need to successfully carry the Tarleton name into your chosen field. As Emerson said, whatever course you decide upon, there is always someone to tell you that you are wrong. There are always difficulties arising which tempt you to believe that your critics are right. To map out a course of action and follow it to an end requires courage. That you have made it to these seats today is a testament to your courage. Provost Murray, the students standing before you are the educators, coaches, athletic trainers, and psychologists of tomorrow. These graduates will no doubt leave our gates to act with integrity, to demonstrate sound leadership practices within their respective fields, to uphold the traditions that have indelibly marked them while here at Tarleton, to demonstrate true civility to all mankind, to strive for excellence in each task they encounter, and to impact the lives of thousands of young people through service to their families, communities, and beyond. Our future stands before us, and as Dean of the College of Education and on behalf of our faculty, I am extremely proud to recommend for graduation these students who have satisfied the degree requirements of the College of Education. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the College of Business Administration please stand? Provost Murray, the faculty of the College of Business Administration, and I are very proud to certify that these candidates have met all qualifications and requirements for their respective degrees as defined by the college and the university. They represent a diverse community, student population with a broad perspective, backgrounds, and experiences, who have developed the knowledge and the skills necessary to allow them to become productive contributors in the global business environment. They've demonstrated over time that they're capable of continually learning and adapting to the ever-changing business, political, and social norms. We are very confident that they are prepared to bring honor to themselves, to their families, and to their alma mater. Congratulations.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise? President DeTavio, these students are candidates for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as president of Tarleton State University, I confer the bachelor's degree upon those of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you as educated men and women of the world to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates. Now, if you would please be seated, and student marshals, if you would please bring the students forward to receive their diplomas.
The following candidates are from the College of Business Administration, Bachelor of Applied Arts and Sciences. Jason S. Cantu. Jennifer Sharp Danielowitz, summa cum laude. Crystal Dawn Enriquez. Troy P. Gould, summa cum laude. John Patrick Hines. Jennifer June Hall. Sinclair Lewis Livermore, summa cum laude. Sean Miller. Kelvin Khan Nyo. Luis Ponce. Thomas Logan Wishmeyer, cum laude. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration. Shelby Cherie Anderson. Brenda May Aubrey, cum laude. Caitlin Gail Barrington. Norma Yvette Branscombe. Honors College graduate Emily Nicole Bauer. Robert Douglas Browning. Manasseh Cavillo II. Allison Bailey Cates. Elizabeth Contreras. Jason Peter Crowell, cum laude. Christine N. Davis. Tyler Jose Diaz. Brandon A. Edlund. Amber Renee Facio. Brandon Joseph Graff. Leah Gillespie. Nathan Russell Horsley. Roma Ann S. Hunter. Samantha Nicole Jimenez, magna cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Kane. Estela Ladriero. Monica Isabel Medina. Jessica Leah Moldovan. Jessica Colleen Moore. Alma Rangel. Ana Yurizi Rico. Christian Elizabeth Sanchez. Torian Charles Shepard. Nuruddin Nadir Ali Sindwani. Dana Stallard. Honors degree program graduate, Tara Brooke Warren. Damon Lamont Williams. Jasmine Denise Williams. Stephen Cole Wolski. Stephanie Garcia. Nicholas Roland Jeffries. Karina Rincon. Timothy James Urbanic. Megan Elizabeth Berry. James Sterling Bodner. Stephanie Kaylin Lorenz. Madison Taylor McCaskey. Taylor Brianne Nelson. Taylor Sheldon Perkey. Dee Dee Dracole Scott. Joseph Vidal Sanchez. Casey Carnell Thompson. Honors degree program graduate, Ashton Macy White, cum laude. Darcy McDonald. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Science. Aldoberto Hernandez. J. Wyatt Hildebrandt. Wayne Edward Kaufman, Jr., cum laude. Derek Grant Morris. Renato Oliveras, Jr. Sudan Padney. Ryan Scott Riddell. John Earl Robbins. Honors degree program graduate, Seth Allen Warner, cum laude. Congratulations. The following candidates are from the College of Education, Bachelor of Science. Amanda Renee Hawkins. Honors degree program graduate, Jessica Elizabeth Alexander, magna cum laude. Savannah Ray Anderson. Sitlali Stephanie Arminta. Lauren Ashley Authier, honors degree program graduate. Honors degree program graduate, Brittany Michelle Bates. Brittany Elizabeth Bay. Stephanie Williams. Audrey Lynn Bird. Nikki Lauren Chowdhury. Jordan Darnell Cohen, magna cum laude. Brian Daniel Cooley. Rebecca Christine Cox, cum laude. Honors degree program graduate, Sharonda A. Kraft. Honors degree program graduate, Tiffany Marie Crawford. Ashley Ray Cruz. Michaela Lee Crownover. Jordan Elizabeth Dunn. Anna Marie Elizabeth Edwards. Amber Ray Escamilla. Maria Bianca Espinoza. Angelica Darlene Evans. Courtney Diane Vanders. Honors degree program graduate, Tiffany Rochelle Fields. Brianna Celine Forward. Sarah Catherine Gosmeyer. Jamie Lynn Goodman. Megan Riley Graves, cum laude. Morgan Mackenzie Harris. Honors degree program graduate, Kisa Rhiannon Henson, cum laude. Heather Leah Jacobson, cum laude. Samantha Jones. Tori Destiny Jones. Honors degree program graduate, Rebecca Lauren King. Cassandra Nicole Kanopik. Honors degree program graduate, Contessa Christine Lake, cum laude. Honors degree program graduate, Madison Hope Leck, cum laude.
I think they were going to read your name.
Caitlin Marie McWilliams. I'm sorry, Kathleen. Eleanor Elizabeth Miles, magna cum laude. Haley Ray Miller. Honors degree program graduate, Mary Lou Montes. Marissa Isabella Pena. Honors degree program graduate, Caitlin Danielle Pipes. Jenna Lauren Petjen. Crystal N. Presbosniak. Mary Kathleen Riddle. Lauren Angela Riggs. Kate Marie Robertson. Rosa Rodriguez.
Woo! Rosa!
Shannon Lorena Rogers. David Harmon Ryder. Honors degree program graduate, Nazia Sheikh. Maggie Jane Shores. Jessica Marie Soriano. Chandler Nicole Spurlock. Caroline Hudson Tanner. Taylor Renee Thomerson. Shelby Jean Turner, cum laude. Maria Magdalena Velasquez, sorry. Laura Velasquez. Honors degree program graduate Madison Elizabeth Wallace. Brock M. West, cum laude. Courtney Michelle White. Natina Mariah Wilkerson, honors degree program graduate. Jordan Leanne Winkler. Tara Caitlin Alsop, cum laude. Caleb Shane Bendewald. Dalton Billings. Morgan K. Baumgartner. Dean Russell Collier. Micah Marie Botten. Alana Lynn Cooper. Taylor Alexandra Culver, cum laude. Dion Daniels. Haley Ann Denard, magna cum laude. David Samuel Dumbacher, cum laude. Jacob Samuel Edwards. Riley Newton Edwards, cum laude. Tyler Mariah Folks. Christina Renee Francis, cum laude. Kylie Allison Garrett. Rowdy M. Goff. Roy Gomez. Nikki Ray Granith. Walker D. Hargrove. Kara Lynn Heathcott, cum laude. Hunter Stewart Hipsman. Rachel Elizabeth Hitt. Jeffrey Wayne Hoyt. Caitlin Michelle Jackson. Amy R. Johnson. Ashley Nicole Johnson. Eric Jeffrey Johnson. Tristan Gale Johnson. Tyler Seth Johnson. Carissa Justine Luna. Tashawn Michael Mabry. Katie Rose McCullough. Morgan Nicole McKee. Kyle Blaine Michelson. Avery Lane Mellendor, magna cum laude. Wesley Lane Pritchard. Christopher Wade Reed. Sean Michael Allen Richardson. Carla Veronica Robles. Saul Javier Rodriguez. Dante Lamont Rollins. Jansen Jeffrey Savage. Brianna Terrelyn Scott. Eric Dominique Smith. Andrew Juan Sosa. Taylor Stephen Sugar, magna cum laude. James Blake Thompson. Madison Cher Beck. Brandon Webster. Michael Brian Wheat. Leslie Irina Marie Zupanik, cum laude. Angelia Noel Beals. Jacqueline Marine Beester. Peyton M. Bashirs. Tarika Jonae Brooks Brewington. Tracy Walker Brown, cum laude. Danielle Tara Casilio. Juan Carlos Castaneda. Melanice Queen Cook. Angel Maria Davilia. Kimberly Ray Dixon. Haley Brooks Ellis. Blanca Fabilio Flores.
Italian.
Andrea Lee Francese. Carissa Denise Garcia. Sarah Leanne Gonzalez. Christina Danielle Green. Alexis Nicole Hamilton Enarharo. Eman Dwayne Harris. Honors degree program graduate Megan Michelle Hover. Julia Millicent Robel. Taylor Brooke Hughes. Monica Ledesma. Enrique Martinez. Julia Cornelio McDonald, cum laude. Lindsay Raven Montgomery. Jocelyn Renee Rodriguez. Stephen R. Shirley. Sydney Aaron Swenson. Clarissa J. Talley. Morgan Taylor Thomas. Taylor Michelle Van Bramer. Renee Marcella Wallace. Jessica Renee Wiltz.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you congratulate your graduates one more time? Now, would all of you who just received your bachelor's degrees please rise? There are two important traditions at our commencement ceremonies. At the university's official ring ceremony, we ask that you wear your ring with the T facing in until you graduate. And so for those of you who wear a Tarleton ring, now is the time for you to turn your ring with the T facing out so that all the world will know that you are indeed a Tarleton graduate. Congratulations. And then finally, the tassels on the caps of undergraduates are worn on the right side until they receive their bachelor's degrees. And one of those time-honored traditions is the symbolic movement of your tassels from your right to your left sides. Graduates, now is the time to move those tassels. Congratulations, alumni. You may be seated one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in thanking Dr. Westbrook and the members of the Tarleton Wind Ensemble for adding so much to today's occasion. Thank you. Graduates, it's been my great honor to present each of you with your diplomas, and now I look forward to getting to know you as active and engaged alumni. I encourage you to come back and to give back to your alma mater. Your achievements will enhance the standing of this university and the value of your diplomas. You have my very, very best personal wishes as you begin your life's journey. Remember this, the gates of Tarleton are always open to you. To close this ceremony, I ask that Devin Harper come forward to lead the singing of the color song, our university's alma mater. I encourage the audience to sing along, but please remain in your seats while the platform group and the students lead the recessional. Gentlemen, if you would, again, please remove your caps. And I would ask all to stand who are able for the singing of the color song and the recessional.
Thank you.